Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio on this almost Victory Monday. We obviously played today. Beautiful game last night, I should say, by Joel Embiid. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, Bird Talk Radio. Welcome to the show. My name is Joshua Martin. If you want to call into the show, 888-994-4995, Studio A, just to get that out there early. We had a lot of good games, I would say. A lot of good games. A lot of good games this past Sunday. First game in Germany this past Sunday, which was pretty cool. My grandma. She was born in Austria, but she was raised in Munich, Germany, and that's where they played the football game, so that was pretty cool to watch. But to start things off, just to get things going, we'll talk about last night in the Philadelphia 76ers, just because the Eagles didn't play. But Joel Embiid, we can pull up that first image, Katie, had a beautiful game last night against the Utah Jazz. Career high, 59 points from him. Woo! I am so glad he stayed with the process. He is the process. He is the trust the process movement. And hopefully things are going to start turning around soon, because I know the 76ers did have a rough start at the beginning of the season. It seems like things are trying to turn around a little bit. We have a tough game coming up on the 18th against the number one team, the Milwaukee Bucks in the East. If you pull up that next image, there's a beautiful image of a post-game conference that they had with Joel Embiid, and then obviously Tyrese Maxey comes up behind him and celebrates with him. But yeah, hopefully things will start turning around. Joel Embiid, obviously one of the greatest centers in the league right now. One and two come up there with the Joker, obviously. Yeah, got the win over them. Got the win over the Jazz. Got the win over the Hawks before that. But like I said, we got a tough game. Tough game coming up the 18th against the Bucks. So that'll just be a fun one to watch out for. See how the season goes. Though that'll be the season tester to see where things are. All right, so back to football. Thursday night, it was an okayish game, Falcons and Panthers. The running back for the Panthers had a really good game. He was actually cut by the Falcons at the beginning of the season, I believe. And so far, this guy, the running back for the Carolina Foreman, has just ran over his former team that cut him. 31 carries, 130 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and I believe he had 3 other rushing touchdowns their other previous meeting. So that was actually pretty cool to see. A little revenge game for him. But the Panthers got the win in that one, 25-15 on that Thursday night game. And now to the Sunday German game. It was between the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. It was the normal, like London time games. You wake up 9:30 and the game's on. I really like it. Internationalize the game, make the game more well known for everyone, and then also you just wake up and there's football right there. It's kind of nice. Geno Smith had another really good game. The first half was a little sloppy by him, but the second half he really picked things up. We really got things going. But just Tom Brady, not even Tom Brady, Rashad White. I don't want to get this name wrong. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Rashad White. Rashad White had a beautiful game because Fournette, or the running game, as long as the running game is good by the Buccaneers, they should be a good team. Tom Brady can't do everything, especially when you're 45 years old playing in the NFL. It's kind of hard. But Rashad White, 22 carries, 105 rushing yards. He really iced the game on that last final drive, just to, like I said, ice the game, to finish the game, to win it. Because Seahawks were on a little bit of comeback run. That fourth quarter, they scored 13 points. Fourth quarter, but it was just an exciting game in Germany. I don't have the video clip, but if you look up the video clip of just the German crowd singing John Denver's Country Road, it's pretty cool to see them all singing that together, and then literally the next play after that, Buccaneers scored a touchdown, and it was just a cool thing to see. I guess I'll go straight into it. If we pull up that one image, the other image I showed, the Vikings and the Bills game, that will be the first game I talk about for the 1 o'clock games. Greatest game of the season. So far. Greatest game of the season so far. By far, though. Just incredible performance by both teams, honestly. Kirk Cousins is finally not a wild card, maybe. He might be legit.
Which image is she pulling up?
The Justin Jefferson one. But yeah, Justin Jefferson, I don't know why Philly didn't pick him. I don't know why we got the guy from TCU. I can't remember his name anymore. But that was a catch made by number 18 on the Vikings. I don't know how. Just the whole game was exciting. Goes to overtime. Vikings have a beautiful, they get the first possession in overtime, beautiful drive, go all the way downfield, and then I think it was some penalty on the Vikings that moved. No, the defense for the Bills came out because they sacked them, and they were like on the 5-yard line, the Vikings, and they could have scored a touchdown to win the game, but they get moved all the way back. All they can settle for is a field goal, and then here comes Josh Allen to win the game. Most likely to score a touchdown in overtime, but throws an interception. Wow. So the Vikings are a legit team, it seems like, which is kind of scary. But you know, they have one loss, and that one loss is by, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles. Kirk Cousins, 30 of 50, 357 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Dalvin Cook even had a good game, 14 carries, 119 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Josh Allen had not the greatest performance by him. 29-43, 330 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, yes. But he did have 2 interceptions, and especially that one game-ending interception in overtime to Patrick Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings. So yeah, the Vikings won that one in overtime, 33-30. Very exciting game. Definitely check out the highlights of that one. Some other exciting games, the Lions and the Bears, 2 high-scoring teams, especially the Lions, a very high-scoring offense when they get things turned on. Scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to win that one, 31-30. Justin Fields had another beautiful game on his feet. 13 carries, for 147 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know. I wish I knew I had an answer for the Bears, I should say. I'm guessing Justin Fields is definitely your. I don't know. He's not a franchise quarterback. I will worry about that later. But the Lions got the win in that one, 31-30. So they moved 3-6 on the year. Bears are 3-7 on the year. Both probably top 10 pick teams. Nothing to worry about for them. Broncos and Titans. A good game that started hot for Denver, but they just couldn't keep things going for whatever reason. Just Russell Wilson ain't it. I'll say it every single episode, but he's not it. Derrick Henry didn't have the game that he should have had. 19 carries, 53 rushing yards. This wide receiver for... Oh, I exited out everything. Wide receiver for Titans had a beautiful game, though, too. Receiving touchdowns. Very exciting game for him. Give me 1 second. 2 receiving touchdowns, 5 receptions, 119 receiving yards. Exciting game for him. Titans won that one 17-10. Jaguars and Chiefs. I don't know if the Jaguars had any chance at all in that game, really. The Chiefs they didn't really dominate that game either. They just had a nice, easy win on that one, 27-17. Patrick Mahomes, 4 passing touchdowns on the game. Jacksonville, I think they're going to have a good future. I think Trevor Lawrence needs a lot of work. I feel bad for him that first year he came in here with Urban Myers, probably roughed him up a little bit, but I think they should be good, especially he had 2 reception touchdowns this past game against the Chiefs. Travis Etienne, the running back for them, is a very promising looking running back for them, so I think Jacksonville's in good hands. Doug Peterson's a good head coach, too. So I think they should be fine. Miami Dolphins, another beautiful win. I guess Tua is the answer because they're just winning when Tua plays for them or when he starts and finishes a game for them. They just stay winning. He had 3 passing touchdowns, and the Dolphins secure the number 1 spot in the AFC East. This is for Daniel, though, because he did say to shout them out.
He said fins up.
He says, hope you let everyone know who leads the AFC East on Bird Talk. And that's texting him back saying they haven't won a playoff win in 22 years. Last time they have a playoff win was a wild card game in 2000. The year 2000. Oh, okay. Then he goes, don't forget the Bills Lombardi's trophies. Yeah, the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s and never won a single one of them. I don't think that's going to be the same outcome for Buffalo if they make it to the Super Bowl again, but yeah, the Dolphins have the number 1 spot. They beat the Cleveland Browns. Wow. 39-17. And I don't think it's going to last long. I do think Buffalo is going to definitely win that division, but we'll see what happens. Texans and Giants. Saquon had another very beautiful game for him, a rushing game. 35 carries, 152 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. They got the win in that game, 24-16. A very good win for them. And then the Steelers. Kenny Pickett got a win. They beat the Saints 20-10. And that one, nothing really exciting, it looks like. Who scored? Oh, Kenny Pickett had a rushing touchdown. George Pickens had a rushing touchdown. Andy Dalton, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions. It was kind of a dry game, it seems like, for this one. Pittsburgh scored 10 points in the fourth quarter to win that one 20-10, though. So congratulations to them. They are 3-6 on the season though, so yeah. Baltimore Ravens probably gonna win that division. That would be very nice to see. I like the Bengals to win, but Jamar Chase is out, and it seems like Bengals can't do much without Jamar Chase. I don't know. Colts and Raiders. Jeff Saturday got his first head coaching start. Why? I have no idea, but he said the Raiders are bad, and he came out and proved it. Everyone's, if you saw that tweet, he tweeted from the couch.
Move the lab like lower, like out of your collar, but lower.
Everyone saw that one tweet by Jeff Saturday, I think it was. He said the Raiders. He said something about the Raiders being bad, and this was like just a tweet from me from sitting on the couch just watching Sunday football. But now he comes out and actually becomes the head coach of an NFL team, and comes out and beats the Raiders. Wow. Josh McDaniels, head coach of the Raiders. Hopefully he's gone because he's not a good head coach at all. Don't blame anything on Derek Carr. Don't blame anything on Devontae Adams. Just Josh McDaniels is not a head coach, and he's definitely not supposed to be the head coach of the Raiders. They got the Colts won that one 25-20. Jonathan Taylor had an actually pretty good game by him finally. 22 carries, 147 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown. So all of his fantasy owners somewhat happier than what they've seen from him so far, I should say. Cowboys and Packers. I am so happy Aaron Rodgers finally turned on the Jets. I'm so happy. Not CeeDee Lamb. Who was the receiving leader? Christian Watson. 3 reception touchdowns for him this past game. Awesome performance by him. They went in overtime in that game as well too. Trying to remember how for the Cowboys. They went for it on 4th down for whatever reason instead of trying to the long field goal. And they just went for it on 4th down for whatever reason. Didn't succeed. Packers got the ball. All they needed was just a little field goal, and they won the game. So awesome performance by them. New York Giants are in 2nd place now, so you'll see my top 5 teams a little shake-up. I don't know. Cardinals and Rams. Don't know what's up with the Rams. Really don't. It's just kind of weird seeing them after they've just won the Super Bowl, and then they're just terrible. Not terrible, but they kind of are. The 3-6. They're not supposed to be 3-6. They're supposed to be, 6-3. They're probably supposed to be like 10-1. It's a superstar team. Matthew Stafford's still there. Aaron Donald's still there. Jalen Ramsey's still there. They added Allen Robinson. Cooper Kupp is still there. I just don't know what's going on with them right now. They lost to Colt McCoy, being the starter for the Cardinals this past game. It was terrible. 27-17, the Cardinals won that game. And then Sunday night, there was a stat that said Jimmy Garoppolo has a record of 10-2 without throwing a passing touchdown. So he can just be out there and somehow he'll still win. The 49ers won that one 22-16. Anyone score in that game? McCaffrey, of course, McCaffrey. He only had 38 rushing yards, but he did get a rushing touchdown. Justin Herbert, not the greatest performance by him again, for whatever reason. Just one touchdown, 1 interception, 196 passing yards, that's all. But yeah, 22-16, 49ers got the win in that one. Eagles play tonight for their Monday night game. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and once I come right back, I got time. I'm gonna show you my top 5 teams going into week 11. Little shakeup. The one spot's still gonna be there until we lose. So We'll see. We'll be right back.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
In a world.
Where's everyone? I'm your host, Daniel.
That is terrible. Where movies and trivia collide.
I'm a vampire.
Twilight.
Two ridiculously good-looking game show hosts
I'm your host, Daniel.
And I am Joshua Martin.
will tackle the challenge of being the best at movie trivia.
All right, this is about a board game that comes to life.
This guy repeats his day over and over and over again.
The power of Christ compels you.
Movie Wars. Hello, and welcome back to Bird Talk Radio. I'm your host, Joshua Martin. Like I said, if you want to call into the studio, 888-994-4995, Studio A. And then we'll get with our my top 5 teams going into week 11 of the NFL in 2020, the year of 2022. So Katie, if you can pull up the top 5 teams, and I'll get things started. All right, so like I said, things aren't going to change at the 1 spot until I see a loss. I don't know why we're not losing. I don't know what's up with the Eagles this year, but we're just good. We're just good this year. There's nothing else I can say. Okay, there we go. The 2 spot, I still have the Chiefs up there. They just beat the Jaguars. I could probably put the Vikings at the 2 spot, yes, but I don't know. I probably should have put the Vikings in the 2 spot to be a little controversial. But I guess we did find out that the Vikings are legit. They went into Buffalo and got the win in overtime. That's really hard to do, just to go into Buffalo and just score on them. But they got the win. As long as everyone stays healthy for them, I think they have a good future. We'll probably see them like it was 2018, the NFC Championship. That'll be a fun little rematch against the Eagles and the Vikings. Nick Foles versus Case Keenum. Now it's going to be Jalen Hurts versus Kirk Cousins. In the 4 spot, I got the New York Giants. I don't want to put them up there, but I don't know. Brian Daboll is doing a really good job for them. He's turning that team around, and it's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. But yeah, I got the New York Giants at the 4 spot, and the Buffalo Bills at the 5 spot. Excuse me. I had I had the Cowboys at the 5 spot and the Buffalo Bills at the 4 spot originally. I took the Cowboys off and just switch them with the New York Giants just to see how things go. Obviously, look, this is my top 5 team going into week 11, so it does change week by week depending on the performance that they had before and their overall record. Giants are in second place right now in the overall record. Giants are in second place right now in the NFC East, so they are above the Dallas Cowboys. But you know what? I should have. All right. I probably should have put the Dolphins at 5. I do think the Buffalo Bills are going to win that division, though. What's wrong with Josh Allen? I don't know, but he leads the league in interceptions with 10. Should have put the Dolphins in there. That's my top 5 teams as of right now. I think it's pretty sturdy. Like I said, the 5 spot could be Buffalo Bills or it could be Miami Dolphins because the Dolphins, I guess, technically do have that 1 spot. But I'm still scared of the Eagles. I think the Eagles and the Bills are going to be the Super Bowl match, and I think it's going to be a scary Super Bowl match for all of America to look out for because those are the 2 rowdiest teams in the league by far. 2 rowdiest cities, I should say, in the league. Let's see what time is it. Oh, wow, I got 4 minutes. I don't know what to do. Let's go ISO back on me. Oh, if we do lose, by the way, too, you can blame it on me, I guess. This beautiful guy, this beautiful little creature, kind of lost his hair. Is it his hair? What is it?
His skull? I don't know.
That's not his skull.
It's the top of his skull.
Ugh. See, I was trying to change around the set, and this thing fell over, cracked his head open, and yeah. So yeah, if we start losing, blame the elf, or yeah, not the elf. I guess he can blame me, but I gotta get super glue and super glue this together. Poor little guy. I got him from Goodwill. I thought that's the little sticker at the bottom. I think it was like $3 at Goodwill. I don't know how I found him. I don't know why he was there. I don't even know what he is, but he helps me out. Yeah, I don't. You want to come on the show, Nabil? What? There's nothing really going on. Oh, there's hockey. Was there anything going on in hockey? Oh, and we have whatchamacallit coming up too. The World Cup. We got the World Cup coming up. I think next Sunday or the Sunday coming up. Yeah, the Sunday coming up. Brazil's, I think, the probable favorites in that one. It's in Qatar. Where the hell's Qatar? It's in Qatar. I know Brazil is the favorite to win that one. Hopefully USA does good. All right, I got hockey up. Boston Bruins are in the lead. Tampa Bay Lightning's doing good as usual. They have like the same record as the Panthers. Wow. All right, where's the Flyers? We're 7-6. Not the greatest. New Jersey Devils. Wow. Oh, and the Islanders are doing good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just rambling. Trying to finish these off these 2 minutes. All right, they're ready to wrap it up in there. Okay. Hold on. I want to look at the standings of basketball real quick, too. In the conference, we're still good. We're in the play-in tournament still for the 76ers. I would like to get out of the play-in tournament and get a secure spot in the playoffs. I really don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Lakers are 3-10. Wow. Ugh. But yeah, the Bucks and the Celtics, those teams are just they're hot. They want to win. They want to win bad. I know it too. All right. My name's Joshua Martin, Bird Talk Radio. Email me, birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com. Every Monday, 11 a.m. Let's see, what else? Oh, the Eagles just played tonight. Just go out and watch the game. Sit home, just chant your fly, Eagles fly, and it's going to be a dominant game today. In my head, I'm seeing 36-8. No, 36-8, no. 36 to 12. 36 to 12. That's what I see right now. Eagles win tonight, 36-12. My name's Joshua Martin, and I'll see you next Monday. Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.